Alrighty, guys, we're now 4-0 in our last 4 crowd pleaser teasers on my website. And if you want to see a video breakdown of every single one of my personal plays here today, games that I personally have action on, the only way to do that is to join my full access, all-inclusive board member package on patreon.com/BrockPage. But before we get into some more of that, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my college basketball free pick video here today for Friday, March 24th, 2023. My name is Brock Page, and I've been dishing out free sports picks right here on YouTube since 2016. I also sell my personal sports bets on patreon.com/BrockPage. They're games that I personally have my own action on. And once again, guys, I'm 4-0 in my last 4 crowd pleaser teasers on that website. Once again, guys, if you want to see a video breakdown of every single one of my personal bets here today, there's only one way you can do that, and that's to sign up for my full access, all-inclusive board member package on that site. Not only do board members get access to my board member podcast every single day, you also get access to every single personal play of mine, every single package, every single day until April 1st. Now, I currently have over 575 members who are signed up and active on my website right now. And you may be wondering what the difference is between what I do here on YouTube and what I do on my website. Well, what I do here on YouTube is I'll handicap the entire slate of games in any given sport, side, and total. What I do on patreon.com/BrockPage is I actually share with you which one of these free plays on these videos that I'm actually betting on personally. And with that, guys, let's dive into some free content. We're going to start off with San Diego State taking on Alabama, 6:30 p.m. East. Bama's -8, totals 137.5. And as dominant as Alabama's been, they really haven't been great at covering the point spread recently. They failed to cover in 5 out of their last 9. Failures to cover against Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, Auburn, and South Carolina. And as good as they are on the offensive end of the court, Alabama might just be the worst defensive rebounding team remaining in the tourney. They're facing a San Diego State team who rebounds very well on both ends of the court. When it comes to defensive play, the Aztecs have been nearly impossible to shoot against. They're limiting their competition to just 28% shooting from three-land this year. Nathan Mensah has 55 blocks on the year and 23 steals. Meanwhile, Matt Bradley leads the team in scoring and shoots it pretty well from the perimeter. Now, injury-wise, Bama's Brandon Miller is battling a groin injury. Keep an eye on him. When it comes to the total, the Aztecs haven't seen an over since February 11th. They've seen 10 straight unders since that date. Meanwhile, Bama saw 5 out of their last 6 stay under the total themselves. Give me San Diego State +8, under 137.5. Next matchup, Miami, Houston, 7:15 East. Houston's -7, totals 138. Now, the Cougs have lost only 1 game this season away from Houston. They're also the toughest team to shoot against in the tournament. They're holding their competition to just 36% shooting from the field, which actually leads the NCAA. That's the lowest in the country. Now, the Cougs are also limiting their opponents to just 27% shooting from three-land. That actually puts them in the top 3 in the nation in that category as well. Jarris Walker has over 40 blocks on the year and 34 steals. He's also second on the team in points. Meanwhile, Marcus Sasser averages just about 17 points a game, and he shoots nearly 40% from beyond the arc. Now, they're facing a Miami team who failed to cover in 4 out of their last 6. Failures to cover against the likes of Duke, Wake Forest, and Florida State. And when it comes to defensive play, these guys are allowing 72 points per contest for the entire season. Now, injury-wise, Wooga Poplar is questionable for the Canes. When it comes to the total, Miami saw 3 out of their last 6 get over the number. Meanwhile, Houston saw overs recently against the likes of Auburn, Memphis, and Wichita State. Give me Houston -7, over 138. Next ball game, Princeton, Creighton, 9 o'clock East. Creighton's -10, totals 140.5. And as good as Creighton's been, well, this is a mighty big number to cover in the Sweet 16. They failed to cover recently against the likes of Xavier, Marquette, and Providence. They're also facing a Princeton team who does a terrific job rebounding the basketball. Matter of fact, the Tigers are a top 10 offensive rebounding team in the nation. Caden Pierce snags nearly 8 defensive boards a game. He also averages almost double-digit points. Meanwhile, Tosan Ibumwan, he's leading the squad in scoring and also grabs nearly 7 rebounds a night. When it comes to defensive play, the Tigers are in the top 25 in defensive points per game away from campus. Now, injury-wise, Mason Miller is questionable for Creighton. When it comes to the total, 5 out of Creighton's last 7 did get over. As a matter of fact, the Blue Jays have gone 67% to the over in all of their neutral site games this year. Meanwhile, Princeton, on the other side, they went 60% to the over in their last 10. Give me Princeton plus 10 over 140.5. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our next and final breakdown for the video. It's going to be Xavier taking on Texas, 9:45 Eastern tip-off. The Texas Longhorns are -4, totals 149. Now, Texas covered in their last 7 straight, and they played some insanely tough defense during that stretch. Texas held their opponents to just 60 points a game during that time frame. Marcus Carr has over 60 steals on the season defensively and a couple of blocks as well. Now, Carr's currently leading the team in scoring with over 15.5 points a game. Meanwhile, Jabari Rice, he's scoring over 12.5 points a night himself, and he shoots it pretty well from long distance. They're facing a Xavier team who failed to cover in 4 out of their last 6. Failures to cover against the likes of Kennesaw State, DePaul, and Butler. When it comes to defensive play, the Musketeers have had a tough time slowing anyone down away from home for the most part. Xavier is giving up 77 points a game away from campus. Now, injury-wise, Deontay Miles and Cam Kraft, they are questionable for Xavier. When it comes to the total, Xavier has seen the over cash in 11 of their contests this year away from home. They also saw 5 out of their last 8 at any location get over the line. Overs against the likes of Pitt, Providence, Seton Hall. Give me Texas -4 over 149. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Give me San Diego State +8 under 137.5. Houston -7 over 138. Princeton +10 over 140.5. And with my next and final free pick for the video, give me Texas -4 over 149.